what's up guys, it's your girl Kia. So I'm just gonna dive into this video about Cassie. You know, I've been really disappointed and disgusted seeing different people say that Cassie, you know, was supposed to stick up for women, her taking a settlement isn't sticking up for women, that she could have done so much more, that she was always after money, it was just a money grab, it's this and that. And I think it's just so disappointing and disheartening after everybody reading her story and her claims and then just say that she only wanted money. It's crazy. I mean, and again, for those who don't know, on Thursday, Cassie sued Diddy civilly for an undisclosed amount. His lawyer said it was served for $30 million, but that was never determined. And in that 30-page civil suit document, it described some really horrific, sexually exploitive violence, sexual violence. It ran the gamut of just stuff that you could not even think of someone asking you to do as a partner for 13 years, because that's how long she was with Diddy. She filed the lawsuit on Thursday. It was settled very, very promptly Friday, which, you know, if you know Diddy or what we've known of Diddy in the news, he doesn't settle anything. He will drag people out. He's just like 50 Cent with, I will go through courts forever and ever and ever and ever and ever just to bankrupt you and make you look stupid. That's kind of how P. Diddy seems to be. But let me make this very, very clear. I think Cassie has helped, by telling her story and having this come out like this, has helped other women. I absolutely believe that. I believe that her story, that 30-page document that is now public record, that attacks her abuser, puts her abuse in the limelight, out in the sunshine so that everybody can read it, will help other women and other girls to recognize that you do not have to go through this forever and ever. You could come out and say, this happened to me, and be brave and stand in what happened to you and be honest about it. Even if that makes other people uncomfortable or scared or whatever or confused, it's not about them. It is about you. And I think she's very brave for coming out, because if you read these court documents, it's not just saying he held me down a couple of times and it hurt. And I'm not putting a downplay on sexual abuse allegations. I'm just talking about the other stories that have come out by other people. He drugged me and did this, or he drugged me, I don't remember it. This was probably some of the most excuse me, prolific sex trafficking, sexual abuse I have ever read in my life. It was disgusting what happened to her, and happened to her for years. And a lot of people, let's go down the game, people said, well, why didn't she get away? In the court documents, it said that she had tried to get away multiple times, and he would find her and he would beat her, and then he would send her off somewhere on vacation so that she can heal from all the bumps and bruises that he gave. I'm saying bumps and bruises as condensed words, not because it was just bumps and bruises. He would send her off to hide the fact that she had been attacked. He would make it so that she was terrified to tell anybody. And it wasn't until she's gotten away from her husband, gotten away from Diddy. She's married her husband, Alex Fine. They have been together for several years now. They have had 2 beautiful children together. She's a mother. And I feel like, and her NDA has expired, but there is statute of limitations for filing criminal charges against somebody. And so filing a civil lawsuit was truly her only recourse to put this information out there. Because think about it. If Cassie had just written a book, I mean, people would have bought it, but would people have 100% believed her? Probably not. If Cassie would have did an explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey, all he would have to do is do another interview with someone on the Oprah Winfrey equivalent to dispel all the stuff that she said. It would just be some weird back and forth. Having to go through a civil lawsuit where you, for lack of better words, have to prove everything makes it serious, makes her allegations more concrete than just some stupid book, than just some stupid interview with some entertainment blog or sitting down with some raggedy person like Tasha K. You putting lawyers behind it that you have to spend money on, that also have to read your allegations, and they could easily say, I'm not taking this case. Like, you've lost your rabbit ass mind. I'm not taking this case, girl. You sound dumb. But the fact that lawyers took her case and knew that she had something concrete, and I think based on how quickly he settled, she had actual receipts. I don't know if she had made copies of the videos he recorded of her, because he did. I don't know if she is still talking to some of the male sex workers, which she could still have been talking to them, or got in contact with them and telling them what happened to us was not okay. So she has them as proof. She doesn't just have he said, she said, because if she only had he said, she said, lawyers probably wouldn't take it. And two, he wouldn't have settled as quickly as he did. We're talking about him settling within 24 hours of this happening. That is extremely quick for anybody, especially when you have the wealth and power of somebody like Diddy. Diddy could have drug her through courts forever. He could have pulled the Johnny Depp of, oh, so what you're not going to do is drag my name through the mud and get away with it. We're going to go to court and you're going to have to prove that what I did to you is true. He could have done that. And if he would have done that and spent the millions of dollars and bankrupted her, then it would have proved he clearly didn't do anything wrong. But he chose to not even do that. His lawyers, since it only took 24 hours, I don't even think his lawyers even had time to have a real conversation to say, hey, so this is what we're looking at. We can do this, do A, B, and C. Let's talk about it, let's see what we got. It's almost like his lawyer said, yeah, so she has all these receipts. She has these conversations with the other male prostitutes. She has additional video of what happened to her. So if you want all this to come out in the public, cool. But if you don't, you need to settle right now. Don't even think about it. Whatever she wants, give it to her. Have we ever heard about Diddy settling? I mean, I've been listening to multiple interviews about Diddy, but even I'm familiar with him. He has drug his artists through court, drug them through the mud about them getting, their publishing rights to their music. He wouldn't even do that. I mean, Biggie's family, he just gave them publishing rights in 2023, and the man has done been gone to glory years ago. Honestly, I'm surprised Faith was still cool with Diddy up until a certain point. I don't know when they stopped being cool, but there have been multiple allegations from almost every artist he has that he is vindictive, he keeps their career back, he doesn't let them do certain things, that they just have to struggle after they leave Bad Boy. Because he just is a jerk. And I think at a certain point, and other people have said this, Diddy was okay with being portrayed as a jerk. What he doesn't want to be portrayed as, and like most men don't want to be accused of or portrayed as, is someone who sexually abuses women, who has cuckold/homosexual proclivities. Maybe he's not gay, but has homosexual proclivities because that was in the court documents, and who is just a disgusting human being, especially after you rebranded yourself as love. I'm P. Diddy Love. I spread love. I give love. Love this. I name my baby Love. Love, 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 love. Which he did in 2023. And let's look at 2023. He started giving artists back his publishings, but there was caveats to the publishing, one of them being an NDA. And I'm not well versed in NDAs. So if you want to know more about NDAs, I'd suggest you go look at like the lawyer you know, or Natalie Lawyer Chick, or any one of those YouTubers. I know the basic premise of an NDA, but I don't know the ins and outs of this one. But you could get your publishing rights back if you signed an NDA, and there are other caveats to that. Some people took it, and other people didn't. Some people decided not to take it. I know Aubrey O'Day, who's always been vocal about Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call him right now, Love, she did not take it because she was like, this NDA thing, it doesn't work for me. And now, again, with these allegations coming out, you see that he's trying to walk the fine line of keeping these people under control, but also trying to keep them happy, to keep them quiet. Then we have the whole thing of him becoming Love and having a baby. Diddy, why at this stage in the game would you have a baby? You're over 50. What's the point of having a baby? Like, don't get me wrong. And I've said this about everybody who has a baby over 50. Having a baby over 50 is mean to the child, because the child doesn't get the best of you because you're just either too busy, too much work, or you're too old to actually enjoy the baby. And by the time that child needs you for real, you'll be too old to actually be a good parent. For example, I didn't need my mom until I started to think about getting married and becoming a mom, and that was in my late 30s. When these kids get to this point, their parent will be like 88, 90 years old and will not be able to give them anything. But also, when you have a baby, Diddy had a baby, it changed the narrative. Like, oh my God, he found the woman of his dreams and they had a new baby, and babies are so cute, and it's so much love, and he's so happy, and look at this and look at that. So, yeah, I'm sorry, somebody pulled up next to me and I'm trying to look at my window. So, it's almost like he's trying to change the narrative that he's a new father. He's trying to change it. There's so many distractions. There's that he's a new father. He's all about love. And the narrative that he is a good guy who realized, oh, the error of my ways, now I want to give you my publishing. Give you your publishing. Now, fast forward to now, Cassie comes out with all these allegations. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think he saw this coming, and again, other people have said this. He saw this coming and was doing his best to try to make the damage as minimal as possible. And he didn't do that. Nothing he can do or says or will ever say will ever make the allegations that we all read go away for Sean Diddy Combs. It is a wrap for him. And there have been multiple people who have come out to corroborate what Cassie has said. Kid Cudi came out and said his car actually was blown up after being threatened. There were other people who were coming out to say that, yes, I was there when Wale was hung out of the window. Yes, I know about Cassie getting beat up because we were there at the airport when she got sent off to Hawaii for 3 weeks. All these people are coming out saying that these things happen. And I think what happens is that a lot of these people knew these things, but if Cassie doesn't want you to talk about it, you really can't talk about it. If Kid Cudi doesn't want you to bring up the fact that his car was blown up, then it's not going to get talked about. If Wale didn't want anybody to know he was hung out of a window, then no one's going to talk about it. But now that these people are confirming these different things, things that it happened to, other people around them are like, yeah, they're telling the truth. That really did happen, and it really did scare us, and it really did freak us out. And we're glad that people are talking about it now. So and everybody calling Cassie a gold digger and that it was always about money. It was always about money because Diddy owed her money for her publishing. That's always been true. That's never been a lie. That's never been hidden. Oh my God. I don't know why people do this. Like, they can pull up right next to you to stare in your window. Like, it's super creepy. So it was always about getting her publishing back, getting her rights back to her music. If that's making it only about money, then that's making it only about money. That's fine. That's making it only about money. But in reality, if you worked a job for years and years and you didn't get paid the right amount that you should get paid, you'd be willing to fight for that money too. A lot of people are, saying that she filed for like the $30 million. She filed a civil lawsuit so she can get money. We have no idea what that girl asked for. That girl could have asked for $1, a written apology, and a Coke and a smile. There's a bucket here, and a Coke and a smile, just to make the documents public record. We have no idea what she could have asked for a trust fund to be set up in her children's name as part of the civil lawsuit. When there's a civil lawsuit, there has to be a dollar amount attached to it. Gwyneth Paltrow countersued the guy who sued her when they got into that ski accident. And she didn't sue him for anything major. She sued him for $1, which she won, and her court costs, which she won. So again, just because Cassie sued him civilly and there's a dollar amount attached to it does not mean that she's some money-grubbing gold digger who can't survive by herself. It means that I wanted to make these records public. This was the way I had to do it. And that's it. So I'm proud of her. I hope this is a lesson to other women that you should come out. You should tell your stories of these rich and powerful people who are doing these awful, horrible things. And not just the rich and powerful people who committed the act. The people around them, the rich and wealthy lawyers who are making it so that things aren't talked about, discussed, and that things just quickly go away. It all should be burnt to the ground. So listen, everybody's been talking about it, but drop down in my comments and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Diddy. Let me know what you think about Diddy's future. We know what Cassie's future is. It's a future she's been living with her husband for the past couple of years. Kids, being a wife and a mom quietly. Because that's what Cassie has done. There's a side note to that. Does anybody realize Cassie has not really done anything since she married Alex, since she got away from Diddy? She got away from Diddy. A year later, she married Alex Fine. And she has been quiet and happy as a clam ever since. She hasn't been out here pushing anything on as an influencer. She hasn't been out here trying to do interviews or get a job as a host or trying to sing. Or she just wants to have a quiet life. That means something. That shows me something. So, listen, drop down in the comments. Let's get the conversation started. I want to hear from you. I want to know your thoughts. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Enjoy your beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Bye, guys.